What up, YouTube? That was too strong. It was so much.
There's too much testosterone and I need you to, simmer down, teapot.
I gotta clear the air. Okay. What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with yet one more video. I brought Naya back through. Naya, say what up.
What's popping, y'all?
All right, so listen, we tried. We just tried episode 5. It turned into a whole other conversation. Now we are really going to do episode 5. Cinco. It's Nissan Cinco. Go. My Japanese. You didn't know I spoke Japanese. I don't. I used to take ninjutsu as a kid, and they taught us.
What's ninjutsu?
It's like karate. Think of it as karate, but for ninjas. So we are at episode 5 of How Men Become Dogs. Are you ready to get in there? Yes or no?
Fine.
Without further ado.
Previously on How Men Become Dogs.
Gentlemen, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about being a dog. The new Julian. Voila.
Wow. You are beautiful.
Now that was a tired-ass pickup line. Rachel.
Cam was a good guy.
What are you, Team Cam?
I guess that means there's just something better out there for me.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. So, I heard some pretty interesting things about the party.
Oh, shit. Man, it wasn't so bad.
Ooh-wee, there was so many fine women in there. Your boy Ron knows how to throw a party for real.
Of course he does. Who taught him everything he knows?
Who?
Hamlin, idiot!
So very true. So I know my man Ron probably taught you guys, the first rule about being a dog. So let me hear it.
I got it. All dogs must mark their territory.
Bingo.
I always thought the way a dog marks his territory is to urinate on it.
Did this fool say urinate on it?
Guys, this is not how men become R. Kelly, all right? Marking your territory is an external action of an internal decision to dominate. A dog has no fear. When you see something you want, man, guys, you go get it.
Hell yeah, that's what I did. Seen this sweet little thing. Whoo! Pretty brown skin made a brother wanna sin. Christina.
Good. I'm glad that somebody applied the rules. So, Julian, what did you learn?
That mace is a hell of a lot worse than pepper spray.
You learned to listen the hard way, but fellas, don't get it twisted. The ladies like to be licked just as much as a dog likes to be stroked. Take it as you will, ladies. But you must have...
What did he say?
I don't know. Run that back.
He said a dog likes to be...
Something as much as a lady likes to be licked or something like that.
Listen the hard way, but fellas, don't get it twisted. The ladies like to be licked just as much as a dog likes to be stroked. Take it as you will, ladies.
Like a belly stroke.
So stroke, like ego stroke, right?
I suppose that's right.
Yeah.
But you must have her permission. No means no, fellas. Even if her body says yes, and yes.
In a skin tight dress.
Really?
Yes, really. All right, stop. My bad. My fault.
You're bad. What about you, Cameron?
My situation is a bit more complex. I ran into my ex-girlfriend's best friend at the party, and she gave me her number.
And?
I mean, we talked on the phone a couple of times, but that was about it.
No. Look, when a woman gives you her number, she wants you to do more than just call her.
Yeah, Cam. She wants you to tap that kitty cat. You know that, man. Come on.
No, she doesn't. They're best friends. Man, that would be wrong.
Look, Nick. Cam.
This is ridiculous. Cam needs to grow up. So we talked about this the last episode. I think the chick, the new chick with all the hair, the beautiful one, I think she might be in the wrong, but he's not in the wrong, like at all. He's not. She cheated on him.
So here's the thing. I think one thing that I've learned is that in these kind of situations, men have no loyalty. Like, they don't feel like they owe. Even if she hadn't cheated, like, men will talk to your friend with no problem. Like,
if the friend shows interest,
even if she ain't showing interest, if he pulling up on her, men will talk to your friend.
I think it depends on the situation.
I mean, if she reaches out, if he reaches out to her and he feel like, okay, she give him a little sauce, a little play, he gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying? So
it just depends on the situation. Like, I don't think it's 100%. Like, a dude will do that, and I don't want to be the all police, as I say many times before. No. But at the same time, I think you haven't hit on what I just said. He's not in the wrong. She cheated on him. He could do whatever he wants.
I mean, he did cheat on her, but I still feel like
she did. She cheated. On him.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Thanks for the correction. She cheated on him. So she cheated on him. I don't feel like he would be wrong to talk to somebody else, but her best friend. If it was just like a homegirl,
go for it, Cam. Go for it.
So you acting spiteful, but that's okay.
What you mean spiteful? He don't need to be loyal to her. Are you serious?
I don't feel like he should have to be. It's not about loyalty to her, but her best friend. Like, that's a little disrespectful.
She was interested. She passed the number. He didn't put effort in.
I see what you're saying. So I do think she's wrong for the impact of the number, but I'm just saying, if I was him, I would be like, man, that's her best friend. That's kind of messy. Like, cause no matter what, that's gonna end up being an issue.
Maybe, but who cares? Like, it shouldn't be a care. He's talking about, I feel bad, it's wrong, but it's not wrong because you have no loyalty to the heathen that cheated on you.
Yes, call her a heathen.
It's the savage that cheated on you, the dog that cheated on you. Like, there's no loyalty there, so you're free to do whatever you want.
I'm not saying
fans or buts.
I'm not saying he's not free to do what he wants, but I do feel like
he needs to have loyalty to the old situation.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that talking to her best friend is messy, because it is. Period.
There can be a little bit of drama within that, but who cares if she runs up in your DMs, or we apparently this must have been taped like in the 90s or something like that, because like we don't pass numbers on notes no more. Like, there's so many other ways of doing it. But
I distinctly remember probably like 2 years ago, I was at this restaurant in Chicago, and the waiter, he was like, he gave me my receipt, and then he wrapped some paper around the pen, and he was like, oh, this is for you. And I was just like, what?
Wow.
So that happened to me, and then more recently, somebody's papa was giving me the number on a piece of paper. He was like, I think it was at a restaurant or somewhere. He owned the business, and he was like, this is for you. Papa, what you doing?
Yeah, but he probably gave you his card or something like that.
No, he wrote it on a piece of paper.
He wrote on a piece of paper?
Some receipt paper.
Get out of there, Papa. But see, that's the old school game. I get that, They walk around with pens from time to time, you know what I mean? But your first situation, I was a younger dude that did that? I guess, like, if you don't know the person from dirt, like, like, that's, of anything, but like, they know each other.
And
this is before Instagram.
And in the guy's defense, he couldn't have, like, I mean, you're at work, so you're technically not supposed to be out here giving your number to customers anyway. You're supposed to be taking checks and clearing plates, but it's okay. I played along.
Yeah, well, I am appalled by Cam's response. Cam, do what you want. You're not tied to the situation.
But you do agree that it is messy for him to talk to her best friend.
It could be, but it's not messy on him. He has listen, unless like
it's minimal messiness on him, because she's the one that initiated with giving him her number, so it's more messy on her.
It's not even messy if he initiated either. I think that it can be messy between those two friends, but as a dude, you just
because she gonna look at her
fall back and you just reap the rewards. Meanwhile, the chick that cheated on you is gonna get turned on, and she won't ever admit this. Is gonna get turned on that her friend finds you that attractive to go through all of that. That will never cross her mouth, but psychologically, That will happen.
She gonna be salty though, like, oh, did you want my friend the whole time? Now that you up here texting her, kicking it with her.
Yeah, but she's still gonna be attracted to you. It don't matter if she's salty. Who cares? She's still gonna. It's gonna raise her level of attraction.
I don't know. I don't know how many females she be dealing with. I don't know about that, but you know, we just gonna push play.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
A dog now. All you guys are. All right? I mean, part of being a dog is to get rid of that whole good guy mentality because it only takes you one place, last place. Right, Julian?
Damn, Skippy.
Look, guys, remember this. When a dog gets bit, he bites back even harder. Okay? All right, now that you guys are dogs, you guys are gonna need one thing. These are your bones, guys. This is a dog's favorite toy. I want you guys to chew on this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever time you guys have. Because I'm telling you guys, when you apply these rules that are in these books correctly, the only tactic that you will be using from R. Kelly is what? Bumping ground.
Jeez, thanks. Being a vegetarian helps keep me in shape too. Oh, see you in 5.
I can't believe you're not even coming out tonight. It's been like 3 weeks since we've had a ladies' night.
I know. I promise I'll be at the next one. It's just, these allergies are killing me.
Girl, I wouldn't miss a Trey Songz concert for my daddy's funeral.
You wouldn't miss a Trey Songz concert for your own funeral.
Funny, but true. You see my keys?
No, here. Take mine. You better get going. Parking's gonna be a nightmare.
All right. I look cool though? I look good?
Girl, you look great. Trey's gonna be singing to you all night.
Oh, speaking of that, hold on. I got this. Got him.
Good. No babies, no diseases. Okay, see ya.
She is ratchet. That was no condom. She was like, got him.
Is that the one who cheated in the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, I get it.
She going to the Trey Songz concert.
So she's
Ooh.
she's trying to catch Trey.
Listen, Trey fine. I would be trying to catch him too. I wouldn't be bringing condoms to Trey, but Trey fine.
So the plot has skipped a couple of I think very important details. Apparently they're already hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
They've gone from telephone conversations. You know what's interesting? She was just on the phone with somebody.
She was on the phone with him.
You think so?
He said, I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So, but she's messy though because, like, girl, you got listen. If you're gonna do something like this,
that's messy.
If you're gonna do something like this, tell him wait in your car around the corner.
Yeah.
I'ma call you when Shorty is gone. Don't be just casually passing. What's this nigga doing there?
Or go to her his crib.
You know, do something different. Cause baby girl, you finna get caught and you already looking messy, child. I'm not advocating for these situations, but if you're gonna do dirt, do it right. Sorry, not sorry.
You have experience with this, apparently.
I do not. I'm a real one. I don't do these kind of things. My friends will all vouch for that. You, man, you got some experience? You've been told to wait around the corner at Steak and Shake?
Yep.
I believe it.
Hold up. Oh, you rushing me out here like you got somebody coming over.
Oh no, please.
All right, see, bye. Bye.
Is it safe to come in?
Yes, finally.
Smells good in here.
Thanks. Want me to take your coat?
Oh, sure.
Have a seat.
Thank you. Thanks.
More than welcome.
Cheers.
Hello?
Yo, what up, boo?
Boo? People still call people that.
Yeah, well, I do. Boo boo, boosie, baby boo.
Okay.
What you doing?
I'm just laying down, surfing the net.
Okay, so have you found any pictures of me on sexyblackman.net?
Sexyblackman.net. Let me see if I can find you.
FYI, if she's laughing at your corny jokes like that,
Yeah, she in. Cause
She in.
Cause he a whole cornball. First of all, sexyblackman.net. I will say one of my pet peeves though is when people be boo babying too soon. Like, boy, I don't even know you.
is that what he said? He said boo?
Yeah. He said, what's up, boo? Baby boo. Some other kind of boo. I got it. Call me by my name until we get to that level. Like, boo early in the game is too much. That's just a personal, like, chill.
You know what though? Like, I feel like from a timeline perspective, there's definitely some like missing pieces because already on the other side, they're hanging out with each other. We don't know how much time has gone from, you know, when they first met to right now. Like, it could have been a month.
Yeah, you're right. So I mean, the timeline is skewed, but I still like. I feel like the whole like all of the like pet names, like too early. It's kind of like
gross.
it's a little weird to me. Like, I have a God-given name. Just please use it for right now until we get to that level. Thank you.
When's that level? That relationship? Or are you still dating and they can be like, hey, what up, pumpkin?
If a man called me pumpkin, I would be weak. Number one. But I think that.
But you might want to call him pumpkin.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would do something like that. I think it's like there's a certain threshold where it's like, oh, you know, like we've been out on a few dates, like we're spending a lot of time, like I've invited you to my house, you know, because I feel like there's different levels of like dating where it's like, okay, I'm gonna date you like date 1, date 2, and then there might be between date 2 and 3, like I might be like, oh, just come over, like let's chill, let's watch a movie, or let's do something like that. Because I feel like, you know, there's a certain level of comfortability that has to come before I invite you into my home. But you know, when we've been on a few dates and, you know what I'm saying, vibes is good and it's obvious that we're feeling each other and our situation is progressing, I'm fine with pet names. But I just feel like the first date, after the first date, they text me like, hey boo, I've been missing you all day. Like,
gross.
Have you?
You sound desperate.
Have you? You know what I'm saying? Unless that was like a bomb first date where we spent the entire day together, so it's like we was talking all day.
Even then
I feel like it's
don't do it.
Even then I feel like it's a lot, but you know.
But let me ask you a question. So like, let's say like it's the third date, you guys are comfortable, he's been over to your crib, and then you hit him with a pumpkin, and then he says, no, my name's so and so, not pumpkin. How would that make you feel?
I would feel like it being a little extra, but.
Well, he just drew the line.
But I feel like I would feel like he's being a little extra, like, yo, no, my name is pumpkin, my name is so and so. Because even when people call me boo early, I don't do that. I just kind of laugh it off. But I think that he just let you know kind of where he's standing. So if you thought things were going to be, they might not be going as good as you thought they were.
So that's one of those red flags that you were talking about.
I don't know if it's a red flag, but I think it's like, okay, maybe you're thinking of the situation as more serious than he is, because I don't feel like, you know, that's not a pumpkin. I feel if you, I don't know. It just lets you know that y'all not where y'all think y'all at to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like he should be like, that ain't my name. My name is so and so. Like that's kind of extra.
Yeah. Well, my delivery is different than my intent, right? So you focus on my delivery, but I'm saying that, but the intent is to draw a line.
That to let you know, like we're not that level yet.
Okay.
At least that's how I would receive it. Would that be, you know, you're a male? Would that be a correct?
Yeah. You know, I think it's a good way to interpret kind of what he's saying versus what the person is doing. You know what I mean? But you know, or he just may not deal with that pet name stuff. You know, his mama gave him a name for a purpose.
Yeah, but I feel like.
What's up, bae?
I feel like y'all.
What up, bae? That's relationship stuff to me. I wouldn't. You know, I don't feel like pet names are really. I don't know, like.
There's a level of comfortability that comes with a pet name to me. Like, oh, we're comfortable.
I feel like if anything, like shorten her name. Like if you wanna like make it unique to you, and her name is Naya, for example. What up, Naya? Yeah. You know, like something like that. Like shorten what's already their God-given name to be safe. You know, if you feel that comfortable and you want to go that angle, it's not the angle I'm telling you to go, but I'm saying if that's what you want to do, like if she does it to you and you want to name back, like, and you don't feel like doing, you know, what up, bae? You know, just shorten like her name or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's you can ease it if you feel like I'm gonna start with 9 and I'm gonna be like, bae, and then I'm gonna slide to bae. But you can continue it edge up if that's what you want to do. You know, because I feel like, you know, once you hit a certain level, and I like see, you know, even some of my married friends or people that have been in relationships for some time, like they'll see their husband and jokingly be like, "What's up, daddy?" Like, just not even like as like a real daddy, but it's just kind of like just to be funny, just to mess with them. Or even my parents, like my mom will see like my stepdad like mowing grass, and she pull him to the house, and so she'll roll down her window. She'll be like, "What's up, young man? You looking mighty spiffy," or "You looking mighty fine. Like, can I get your number?" Like they do like jokey joke stuff like that. But I feel like, you know, that also comes with comfortability and length of relationship.
But I tell you one thing: if your significant other is calling you daddy in public, you got her. You got her.
It's in the bag? Like in the bag?
It's in the bag.
Oh, okay.
It's in the bag, yeah. All right, ready?
Yep.
What kind of picture you got on there?
Come on now, check it out.
No. I'm actually reading about relationships.
Oh, that relationship. What about them? Mm-hmm. You know, you could have asked me. I know all there is to know about that relationship.
Really?
Really?
Well, I'm reading about this guy who teaches men how to become dogs. Can you believe that?
Wow, nah, I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Ugh.
So you like dogs?
Oh, no. Only the four-legged kind.
Well, it seems like only the two-legged kind gets the girls.
What? I don't know what... Okay, you're right about that, because they do get the girls, the little girls, but they don't get the women.
Unfacts.
That's a little bit of fact.
Unfacts.
A little bit of fact.
I feel like, you know, listen, and I mentioned this before. Y'all have been fed things about subconsciously about like what a man should be, which is not.
That's
reality.
everybody. That's everybody though.
Like I've used this example before.
Disney
like,
movies.
Yeah, you could take it all the way back then. But even like in popular culture, popular music, like the Beyonce song "I Need a Soldier," right? Like that soldier and what she's defining in there. There's components of dog in there.
So this is my
feeling. So y'all say, I want a nice guy, or that like I don't want a dog, but actually subconsciously behind that veil, that's what you aspire.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I think that, you know, you don't want a pushover. You don't have to be a dog to not be a pushover. There's a fine line. I want a good man, but I also want a man that has a backbone. I want a man that can, you know, stand up for himself. He doesn't let me run all over him. And I think that's especially important for women that are dominant and women that are type A women, alpha women. You know, we want somebody that can kind of like, you know, can lead and can take control, because in so many arenas we're in control.
I've also seen it too, like that type A woman has a very emasculated dude by her side. And I've seen that more often than not, and I hate when I see it.
That's very true. Some women that are type A like men they can control.
It's so gross
because they're used to being in control. It just depends. You know, for me personally, most people would consider me to be an alpha female, but I absolutely hate when I can run all over somebody. Like, it's an absolute turnoff.
Well, I think the term alpha female, like I don't think that there is a such thing as an alpha female. I think that there's women who are leaders.
Okay, well, a leader then.
So people consider you to be a leader.
Right.
But I think the term alpha female, alpha male, like the definition, it's a hard thing to argue, because you have to first come to terms with what the definition that you're using. Like it's often like if you're talking with someone about a musical artist, it's hard to like compare, you know, because you both have listened to different components of that track list of that artist, right? So like you are talking about the same artist, but you have different reference points for the music that you're using to judge their, you know, their sound or whatever. So so also too, there has to be like a common ground, like a common definition of what an alpha male is or what an alpha female is.
Right.
To me, an alpha female is what is described as someone who, you know, is a leader, you know, can take charge. But at the same time, I think that there is nothing better than a woman who can take charge, but still is not going to out-argue a dude or try to out-logic a dude, right? Because they're trying to take over a role which they were not made to take over.
And I had this conversation about, you know, being right all the time for certain people. Certain people, they want to be right. Like sometimes, you know, being right but being wrong about the way you went about being right is ineffective.
Yeah.
So it's almost better to just hush or not say anything in certain situations, or to just let certain things go. Like everything doesn't have to be about certain stuff. Like you just be like, all right, well, you got it, babe. Like I'm not gonna go back and forth. Even you might say directions, for example. We in the car, we're driving, and you said, well, how should I get there? And I said, well, the quickest way would be straight. And you're like, no, but I think we should make a left here and then go up that other street. I'm gonna say, okay, babe. Like I'm not gonna argue with you. Even if the straightest line is the quicker way, I don't need to go back and forth with you about some driving directions. Like it's not that serious.
Listen,
that's an example of times there's some people can kind of like take it to the extreme where they're like, but no, this is the right way. Like maybe it is, but
I've had this exact situation happen, the driving direction stuff. And I remember pulling out my map and looking at what turns, you know, on Google Maps or whatever, what turns that you had to do in order to get from point A to point B in the fastest way. But I wasn't in my city. So I kind of, although I was saying the fastest way and how to do it, the person that I was with was a young lady. She just decided to go a different way, even though I'm telling her, like, although I'm not from here, it's my first time here, this way looks a lot better. The way that she ended up going was 15 minutes outside, like extra on it. And I was thinking to myself, like, if I was in my own city, you know, I would have felt obligated to take control of the situation. But because it was new, and it maybe, you know, I had the wrong address, and I'm just like, you know what, let me just step back for a second. But the control in that situation was a weird thing for me, but I was outside of my element. When I reflect back on that situation, I'm just like, it just made no sense. Like there's some people that just want to take control just for the sake of taking control.
There are.
Now, I think as a woman, what you look for in a leader, like a alpha dude, is someone who at the end of the day has your best interests in mind, right? Like he's not trying to pull one over you, right? And is smart, intelligent, right? He can make decisions for the group that you trust, and that is best for both of y'all together.
And I think that part is so key, because oftentimes the way to get a leader female to follow you is to show her that she can trust you to lead. Because I feel like a lot of men, I'm a man, I want to lead, I want to, you know, be the head of the household, etc. You can be all of those things, but in order for you to be those, in order for you to be those things, in order for me to fall in line, like, you alpha female, or you leader with me, I don't ever know how to fall in line. It's not that we don't know how to fall in line, but you have to show me that you know how to lead, and that you're leading me in a direction that is beneficial for not just for you, but for the both of us. So I'm like, you know what? I trust him enough to lead us in the direction that's right. So I have no problem, you know, being submissive to him in some shape or form, because I trust him. I trust his leadership. But you have to show me that you can lead first. I'm not gonna just fall in line and let you lead because you told me you were a leader.
Well, that's why women are so attracted to high value male, because there's components of your life that have shown that leadership ability. Not couch potatoes who don't work out. Like they're not attracted to that, or you can't keep an attraction to that. Like they may find you physically attractive, but you can't keep the attraction going if you are not demonstrating leadership ability and leadership qualities. If you're not an objective, purpose-filled man, like at the end of the day, it could just be the fun in the moment. And then you're caught up emotionally when she decides like, all right, it was fun, but my runner-ups, like they're looking way better than you in your current situation. Listen, we've let's get back in it real quick. All right, you ready?
So what type of music do you like?
Music, jazz, hip hop, R&B.
Okay.
He's doing a fantastic job right now. You see how smooth this young brother is? Just take notes. I feel like they haven't talked about if this is the first date or the second date. If I was to take a guess, I'd say this is the second date. You think it's a third?
Maybe second.
I think it's probably the second. He's already in the crib. She's ready, willing, and able. From everything that I see, look at that. Like he's running like the smooth game.
So you think he got it in the bag?
I think he has it in the bag. I think the chick might come back.
So that's what I've been worried about this entire time. Watching this video, like she was like, "Girl, I forgot my ticket," or
I forgot my lube.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with having a sex packet. with you.
Press play, idiots.
If you got on cargo pants, they store right inside of the. Anyway.
I can't.
That's nice. What's wrong?
Mama, it's been killing me all week.
What does it hurt?
That's how it starts. Listen, the massage game. Listen, let me tell you how to invest in yourself, gentlemen. Figure out how to give a smooth massage.
Y'all don't know how to massage without trying to do extra stuff. Like, boy, I said my back, not my booty. Like, how do your hands get to my booty?
It's all related. But listen, though, but we talked about this before. Like, your goal in the dating game is to eliminate space. You want to the quickest possible time that you can, increase the most human contact. Because then you get to understand how comfortable that she is with you in a situation. You get to understand like if she values you. Like if she's showing the body language that she don't want to be touched, like at the second date, like it's usually like, okay, she's just here for the meal.
So A, that's not true. B, how does physical touch equate value of you as a man?
Well, maybe not. Okay, let me go back for a second. Maybe not value of you as a man, but it could be. But also, like if she wants you, like without a doubt. If she doesn't want you, she don't want to be touched by you.
That's true. I will agree with that. But what I will say is that, you know, even if on the second date I'm still not like real keen on you being extra touchy feely, it might not be because I don't want you. I might just be pumping the brakes. Maybe in a previous situation she let it get too physical too quickly and it kind of blew up in her face. So she's like, I'm gonna pump my brakes this time around and I'm gonna, hold off on too much physical touching too early in the game. Yeah,
there's multiple things you have to observe, but without a doubt, touch is a key indicator of interest.
But if she's like she jump up like you tried to, like you was a creep.
Here's what you do.
She's probably not interested.
Here's what you do. If you're at a restaurant, you go to the waiter when he's not at your table. You go to the waiter and you say, listen, don't you ask me to separate these checks. Separate them. And you go walk back to your seat. And when the bill comes, he's not even gonna ask you 2 checks or 1 check.
Listen,
they're already gonna be separated.
Listen, that's not gonna stop me from sliding a check right and say, well, he gave us 2 checks.
Yeah, well, because you were alpha female. Anyway, let's keep going.
Right here.
Turn around. Right here.
That feels really nice.
Yeah.
Right there. You know what?
When I'm with you.
So wait, hold on. So I'm like, yo, I'm Mario Irvin. I do as I damn well please. And they still kicked me out.
Oh, man.
Nah, that wasn't funny. So when can I see your pretty...
Hold on. I just noticed he's got no lampshade.
I'm just sick of him entirely. Because he had on some pantyhose.
Put on a lampshade.
He had on some pantyhose on his head like earlier in the episode, and I was just like, why do you have those on?
It wasn't a stocking cap, it was pantyhose?
It was a stocking cap, but like the top was open. Like, I have not seen like that's some pantyhose that he didn't cut the top off of and turn into his own wave cap. Like, he got all type of improvisers.
Yo, shout out to the directors and producers for the attention to detail.
So I want to actually point out, when he gave her that massage in the previous scene, as soon as she like arched her neck, I was like, she want him to kiss her neck, because that's a direct feeling. If the neck gets a little like
exposed,
give it a little room for you to like put your hair right in there. That is the move.
That's the move.
Pro tip.
That's a smooth move right
Pro
there.
tip.
Yeah, but if you walk in and she's talking about, I'm feeling so sore, she just wants you to touch her.
Your little grimy hands off of me, boy.
Thanks again.
Oh.
Saturday? Friday? Every day for the rest of my life?
Look at you.
What's your answer?
Saturday, I think I'm free. What you got planned?
Well, there's a Clippers game.
Oh, yes, there is. I mean, you got it like that? Boom.
Kinda, sorta.
Okay.
See, my man Cam works for this advertising agency on the West Side. His boss plays with Chris Paul's agent. And sometimes every other Tuesday, yo, whoever wins, they get the tickets to your boy, and the boy can just, go in and do it.
This sounds real convoluted. So you really don't have a connection at all, right?
Well,
kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. Don't do that.
Well, that's all right, boo. I got you. My dad actually has box tickets.
What? So Saturday it is then.
Great episode.
Was a great episode.
Great episode. I don't know what my broke boy was doing at the end. He's gotta relax.
He was looking up what the word convoluted mean. You know what that means?
Is that what she was doing? Oh.
He was like, what does convoluted mean? He was looking that up.
Man, listen, you don't gotta act like you don't got things that, in order to impress them.
You don't. And it actually is worse when you pretend you have something you don't. It's worse.
Yeah, it's never good.
You a pump faker, and I sniffed it out.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think I'm a little surprised that she didn't come back. I thought that's what they were teasing up with that call.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was interesting. I should point out though, because we talked about the physical touch. Some women play hard to get. Like they be like, "Don't touch me," but they really want you to touch them.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like you touch me, they're like, "Get off of me!" Like, so when I say like, "Get your little grimy hands off me," it's like, "Get off me," but it's like, actually get on me. Like,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Well, it's the culture.
Yeah.
It's the culture making women feel like they can't like have fun. Right? Like they have to abstain from something, if not, they will be judged. That's what it is.
But I think that comes from the culture of men setting the standard that if women act like men do, we are considered a hoe and you're considered a player.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I will say that because we perpetrate that, but also who else perpetrates that? Y'all. The women are the biggest judger of women.
I would say yes and no. I will say there are women that judge other women, but I do think it comes more from a male perspective than anything because girls don't want to be called a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? My friends, sometimes you might have a conversation with them and they be like, girl, I low-key did some hoe shit yesterday. And I'd be like, hey, get it how you live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not always the person who's going to be like, that's some hoe shit. But if it's like, I think the key to being a hoe is like when everybody knows you hoeing. Like when you hoeing and nobody knows, like you getting how you live. And when your name is in the streets, too many people know about how you moving. That's when it becomes a hoe. I think it's reputation more than it is anything of actually like care. But it's like when everybody knows, it's like it looks dusty. But when you're moving around and people don't know that's how you're moving around, like. Because at the end of the day, people don't know. So even if you like see me out with one guy, when you see me out with another guy the next week, like you don't know my situation. You don't know my situation with any of these men. So that could be a friend. That could be somebody I'm dealing with. Like you just never know. But I think it's the knowledge that's how you're out here doing it that really gets people talking. But because there's plenty of people out here that are moving around. I do mean moving around. And if you don't know them, you don't know that.
feel it.
So I feel like in that case, like, you might be hoeing, but nobody knows you're a hoe, so it doesn't matter.
I suppose, but I was trying to explore why that is, like why you say one thing but want another, right? Because dudes don't do that. If they want something, they want something, but it just goes into the confusion of a woman.
It's gay.
What they say, but it's weak. Like it's just, to me, it's weak. To me, it's like, well, if you want something, just say it. That's the logical portion of me. The emotional portion of, no, don't do this. But you actually want it to happen.
Listen, y'all enjoy games. Y'all enjoy a little dangle, but not the full thing. And it's like, y'all...
No, we don't want desperation.
No, I'm not saying desperation, but I do think, a little bit of curiosity piques the interest. You're like, she gave me a bite of the cookie, but not the whole cookie. And now I want some more cookie.
But that's not curiosity. That's confusion. You're confusing me because you're saying up, but you mean down.
I mean...
It just goes into how just like... I just be
men do this too, so don't try to say y'all ain't never did.
Anyway,
because y'all be acting like y'all want a relationship sometimes and have no intention of wiping her, but you didn't hear that from me.
We thought we did.
Some people don't think nothing. They be like,
but I do think too, there's a subset of dudes that feel like they have to tell you that they want a relationship in order to keep you around.
And to a certain degree, I feel
don't do that. It's not my thing. I feel like it's too much drama involved.
I feel like to a certain degree, that can be true. Because I feel like women sometimes won't allow certain things unless they feel like, that's what's gonna happen. So it's like, don't lie to me. But if like prime example, if you talk to this girl, you might take her out for drinks one night. Your really only intention is to hit. So you're like, I gotta put in some type of effort to get the point A to point B. So I'm gonna take her out for some drinks and maybe a dinner, whatever. So that happens, but you're doing this all in the case of just wanting to hit. So that happens, and then she's like, so what is this? What are we? And you're like, I'm not, I'm just feeling the situation now. But really,
he's telling the truth. He's feeling the situation now.
He might not be feeling it. He's like, I have no intentions of feeling that. I really just want to hit. Like, it might have been like, oh, my boy told me that she do this one thing, and I want to see what that's about.
Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know if he's just actually feeling the situation out.
You don't know that, but what I'm saying is, you might say like, I'm feeling out, but your only intention is to hit. Versus if you told her like, I think you cool, but I'm really just trying to hit. That would be offensive.
Yeah, it would be. That's why he doesn't say it.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you have to string along a little bit to get what you want. I'm not saying it's right, but I feel like that's what happens.
But I think what happens too is that like, yeah, but she could just want to hit as well. Like you don't know what her intentions are.
Very true.
So it's just like, if she don't want to be next to me, she don't got to be next to me. But understand that like, I may have identified like, she's cool, but I can't see her for the long term. But we can have fun in the meantime. So if she asks me what the situation is, I'm gonna say, I'm just trying to see what's up. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but when you say you're trying to see what's up, she might think...
I'm not lying. I'm just trying to see where it's going to go.
I didn't say you were lying. I said you were omitting information. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you might be like, excuse me. You might be like, oh, I'm just trying to see what's up. And you are, but you're not. Like, you trying to hit. If you're trying to see what's up, that she might interpret from, I'm trying to see what's up, to kind of see like,
she's got to ask. Sorry, you got to ask better questions. Anyway, let's wrap this up. That whole last half of that conversation should be a whole entire other video.
Fair enough.
All right, but let's wrap up. Peace, love, and happiness to everyone out there in the YouTube world. I feel like this video was too long, but leave comments down in the description box down below how y'all felt about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I much rather enjoy just having organic conversations regarding these things that involve the culture. Naya, thank you so much again for coming by, sharing your thoughts and opinions and feedback. Again, question, comment, concern, leave them down in the description box down below.
And don't be in the comments hating. Hating is never good.
And share,
Share with your friends.
Like,
comment.
All right, that's how more people can see the content. All right. Till next time, YouTube.